Question number 24. Output type of question. Step 1. Memory should be allocated for the global variables. There are no global variables. Step 2. Execution of a Python program starts and ends at main function. So this is the starting point of the main function. Num is equal to list. Here you can write down the indices. Now, range 4, 0, -1. Range function returns all the integers starting with a 4, ending with a 0, but 0 is excluded in steps of -1. So you get 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 0 will not appear because it ends with a 0, but 0 is excluded. So you get 4, 3, 2, 1. Variable CNT takes the first integer in the range 4. Now CNT is 4, so num of 4 will give you 32. So variable A contains 32. CNT is 4, 4 minus 1, 3, num of 3 will give you 54. So here you get 54. Here you call the function. Control reaches the point where the function is defined. Now A is passed to N1. What does A contain? 32. So your N1 contains 32. Now B is passed to N2. What does B contain? 54. So your N2 contains 54. Now 32 greater than 54. Wrong. So control comes to else part. Return N2 minus N1. 54 minus 32, that is 22, is returned as answer. And to where the answer is returned to the point from where it was called. So here you get 22. So 22 followed by hash. The ending character is space. So in the computer's monitor you get 22 hash followed by space. When the control comes back here, local variables does not exist. So please cancel all the local variables. Now CNT takes the next integer in the range, that is 3. Now CNT is 3. Num of 3, that will give you 54. So here you get 54. CNT is 3. 3 minus 1, 2. Num of 2 will give you 14. So B contains 14. Here you call the function. Control reaches the point where the function is defined. A is passed to N1. A contains 54. So your N1 contains 54. B is passed to N2. B contains 14. So your N2 contains 14. 54 greater than 14. Condition true. This will be executed. 54 minus 14, 40. Return 40. To where 40 is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So here 40 comes, followed by hash and the ending character space. So here you get 40 hash. Remember, after that there is a space. When the control comes back here, you need to cancel the local variables. CNT takes the next integer in the range, that is 2. So CNT is 2. Num of 2 will give you 14. So your A contains 14. CNT is 2. 2 minus 1, 1. Num of 1 will give you 23. So B contains 23. Now you call the function. Control reaches the point where the function is defined. A is passed to N1. So what does A contain? 14. So your N1 contains 14. B is passed to N2. So B contains 23. So your N2 contains 23. 14 greater than 23. Wrong. So control comes to else part. Return N2 minus N1. 23 minus 14. 9. So 9 is returned as answer. To where it is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So here you get 9. So 9 hash followed by space will be printed in the computer's monitor. When the control comes back here, all the local variables does not exist. Now CNT takes the last integer in the range, that is 1. So CNT is 1, num of 1, 23, that comes in A. CNT is 1, 1 minus 1, 0, num of 0, that is 10, comes in variable B. Here you call the function. So control reaches a point where the function is defined. A is passed to N1. So what does A contain? 23. So now your N1 contains 23. B is passed to N2. What does B contain? 10. So your variable N2 contains 10. 23 greater than 10. Correct. So this will be executed. Return 23 minus 10. So you get 13. Return 13. To where it is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So here you get 13. So 13 hash will be printed followed by the ending character space. When the control comes back here, local variables does not exist. And all these variables does not exist. So when you run this program, this is the final output.